Well, that's a good final attempt, I guess.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Onokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake! I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
There she goes. Guilty. Pako Yama.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Oh my god, is that gonna be another twist? Huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them.
I told you something was off. We'll see, I guess.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too.
It's strange though that that's gonna be a twist after we solved everything, but I guess
There's
that's
a
okay.
distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of
I mean, she could
justice
still be
that
the killer,
shines
just
the
not the
night
serial
sky.
killer. I guess. But that makes her motives even weirder then.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? And it's Sparkling Justice catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article is written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between serial killer and Peko. Nationality.
I see! That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Spanish. So it's like the Zorro.
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
I mean, or Latin America, I guess.
What?
I mean, most of Latin America, excluding Canada and Brazil, I guess. But yeah, this does make Peko's motives weirder than... All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about the serial killers Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Peko, you're not sparkling justice. There's no way that's possible.
Another twist.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Nobody expects the Spanish serial killer.
You be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
It would be weird though if they...
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary.
It would be weird if they made this a twist, but she's still the killer?
And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it.
Did we vote on the wrong person?
My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
Weird.
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose too late?
Maybe
What are you getting
Fuyuhiko
at?
hired her. That's what I was thinking.
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
So she wasn't the killer? Oh my god.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She killed, but Fuyuhiko paid her to do it? That's not as good of a twist as Fuyuhiko actually doing it. And she actually just helped Fuyuhiko to escape.
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
That's cool, I guess.
A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. Finally understand.
Why would she do it then? I guess
I did
to
have
get
sneaking
like a
suspicion
favor
all
from
along.
the Yakuza family? From Fuyuhiko's family? That would make sense. To like save somebody she knows in real life or something. Or pardon someone she knows in real life.
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
The proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime, the metal bar, the footprints, the surfboard case, the body discovered announcement?
I see!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
That doesn't make sense though, because the announcement was after Hiyoko, Kazuichi, and us saw the body, right? Or maybe the announcement was when Kazuichi found it, I guess. So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but
I guess I just remember the events in wrong order.
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
Well, interesting.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Select someone. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Fuyuhiko.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too. The ending prize.
I can prove it with this.
It has a photo of the dead
I didn't
girl.
think it was
Girl
necessary
E.
to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? Cause Peko is the killer, right? But he already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool.
So, she wasn't the killer? It was Fuyuhiko?
I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer.
Oh, that's the twist!
The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
I think she did, she just didn't have the motive. She was a hired killer.
What
Yakuza
the
assassin.
hell?
I see.
I see.
That's what you were aiming for all along.
Not as good as a twist as she actually not killing at all. Fuyuhiko being the actual killer, that would be the best twist.
No,
But
I have
then,
no aim.
I don't see how the game will come back from that though. Because we already voted, I guess.
But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
So this is a question of who to blame, the one who kills or one who plays the killer. Well, I guess in the rules, it's the killer, the person who kills. So
Young master.
we still succeeded. It's just a weird twist, I guess.
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
Was it though? She was actually the one that killed, wasn't it? Wait, what are they talking about
In
here?
that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma.
So I guess the game is gonna make the argument on whether she counts as the killer or
The
not.
votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
I guess. Final results? Ooh. Almost 600 points. B! I guess I did took a long while in some of the challenges. That's okay. I mean, it seems a little silly. Peko did it. Every human makes a choice. Even professional hitman. Yeah, for sure.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is.
Which is why I would think the twist would be better if the actual whole story we made up at the end was incorrect and she didn't use the sword to run away. It was actually Fuyuhiko who killed her and Peko just helped him escape by giving him a piggyback ride out of the window. That would have been the best twist, but I guess that would be a twist that the characters wouldn't be able to come back from. And this twist, at least, they can come back from, so
I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Like this twist, it at least gives a chance that the characters will be able to survive. If the twist was the complete opposite, they would have to change how the game went. They would have to do the twist before the voting. Ahem! Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiro Koizumi is... hold on a second.
Sorry.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm just hesitating. Hey, there's no need to hesitate no matter how you look at it. Paco's the killer. Why?
Hey,
Why? Wow, that's so obvious. You're not a tool. You're a free human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't
Because
know.
you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean for you, Hiko? Paco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
no.
It's kind of related to the idea of the samurai being the sword of the feudal lord. But I did quite like this, to be honest. I'm glad it wasn't the serial thing killer. A bit too silly. Yeah, I like this better than the serial killer story, but I still think the game could have done such a better twist. But I guess it would just like end the game though. Because we wouldn't survive it. No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in.
I'm nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
what?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
If you've played the first game, the serial killer bit is a pretty funny throwback.
That is my only reason
No, I have not.
for living. Before I am
Not
human,
thoroughly.
I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
But that is... You're wrong. You're not a tool, Paco. Because if you are a tool, then what was all this time we spent together?
Nothing.
Nothing. Huh? I was ordered by my young master to behave just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We are just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That's why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I'm told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiro wasn't you. It was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat the game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me.
And she's covered in blood! What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister's dead?
You...
You tried to confirm it with Mahiro? That's why you wanted to talk to her?
So,
Yeah, I sent her the photos because I wanted to make sure she would respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. But I'm pretty sure Mahiro's confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know the incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we are connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiro spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually had plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, you're not going to go, Mahiro? If you want to talk about it there, it would totally be fine. It's really important, so, you know, it'll be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
Ah, you sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own. So I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow. I guess not.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, for you, Hiko? If you could make use of the plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiro into a trap, right?
Hey,
By calling both of them into the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of one person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so,
And so, my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use the bat as a murder weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Your sister wasn't killed by a bat, though. Though I guess she was killed by being clubbed in the head, I guess. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
that is...
So that is why you killed Mahiro with the bat?
Yeah.
But still, I believed her up to the very last minute. That the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch!
Hey,
Hey, if the game is actually real, are you the one who killed Goldie?
Why, you?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
but
The fact your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but
why?
you shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about the game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiro, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan.
Yeah.
But after she said that to me, that all went out of the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiro.
Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
What?
You're saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this.
Of course.
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed.
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of the serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware my young master was actually the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Hold on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling.
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on. I see, so for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then? On his behalf, you killed Mahiro. And now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him?
Great.
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb
Now
anyways.
then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
But what?
Hey,
Is Peko just a tool for you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us. Is that your hope?
what?
Hold on.
Hold on. What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our gods, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
young master.
Young master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others, we just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teru, are proof of that. Plus, it would be frustrating to be held back by a faction when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating. Like you are now, right?
Young master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I'm a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you would still lose Peko, but
Hey,
if you insist that the killer, just as she said, you are the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
damn it!
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did
Oh
it
my God.
because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Okay, the twist is actually becoming a lot more interesting now. Because Fuyuhiko is actually a good boy in the end.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now.
So now the game will make the choice for Fuyuhiko to either save everybody or not, or just save himself.
You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
So he will make the choice to save everybody else. That's really cool.
Young master,
I mean,
that is impossible.
we'll see what happens, I guess.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
But that's good. They really did twist the twist in an interesting
There
way.
is no way I cannot worry about you.
And now it does make sense.
I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
You could have just used the metal bat to walk up on the window. Actually, now that I look at it, the metal bat could definitely hold a person's body weight.
Why did you...
I have a plan.
That's irrelevant.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
Young master?
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I'll just feel ashamed of myself. It would mean I can't live without depending on something. I'll just feel disgusted with myself. And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master!
Oh.
Oh my! So this is how it turned out.
Bad.
And here I thought it would be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing! Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man! Even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad! You're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with the heart, is the killer. Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request, even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling you would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool will understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so,
Even so, I wanted you to
wanted you-
escape. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
Peko,
I am terribly sorry.
I'm terribly sorry I'll not be able to serve by your side until the very end. Young master,
Bye.
goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Peko! That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it
I
already?
will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool.
So cool! But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
Young master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Did I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The two, Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like if you remember that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin! The punishment time brimming with despair. Jeez, why don't you get it yet?
Thrills.
This time, for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekoyama.
why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then,
I've prepared a special punishment for you.
I
never needed a sword or shield.
I never needed a tool. So you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got.
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you.
Oh my god.